It's common knowledge that everything happens for a reason. Let's find out why. A young man went to a forest one day to meet a wise saint. He was crying and very sad. The saint questioned the situation. "Everything I had is gone," the young man declared. "The thieves took everything. Nothing is left of me, not even a route to return home. How can this be beneficial? The worst thing ever. How can you claim that it's improved?" "Let me explain through a story," the saint began in response. "A small village once experienced a terrible flood that destroyed everything. Even a small store of grain was lost by the family of a poor farmer. "It's okay, father," the farmer's son calmly stated. "Let go of it. Whatever took place was permanent." "Why are you saying such foolish things?" asked the irate farmer. "Our possessions are gone. We even lack both shelter and food." "Go away," he yelled at his son. "Keep me to myself." The boy wept as he left. The farmer regretted the boy's absence as evening approached. A rescue boat suddenly appeared and saved them. "You scolded that boy for no reason," a villager said. He was right. We were saved in the end. However, the farmer inquired, "How good is this?" "We continue to lack a home and food. What will we do now?" "We may not have money, but don't lose hope," his wife advised. "We'll come through somehow. I'll start working at homes nearby to earn a little money. That will assist us in surviving." The farmer sought employment in the city the following day. He looked everywhere, but didn't get any work. He was concerned. How would he care for his loved ones? They only had a small straw heart and no real house. The farmer became even more hopeless as he observed his pathetic crops one day. He stated, "My son also left home. I have everything gone." And the expression, "whatever happens is for the best," persists. How can this be beneficial? He was consoled by his wife. "Don't be so worried. Do it again. The situation will improve." The palmer agreed and went back to looking for work. But once more he found nothing. He met a saint on the way back. The saint inquired about his condition. The farmer explained how the flood took everything, the food in his house, and how difficult life had become. "That's why I say that what happened was good," as the saint said. The farmer became enraged. "How do you know that? I am in pain. Nothing is mine. Even my son abandoned me. The answer to all your questions will come with time," the saint calmly stated. "Take heart." The farmer sat quietly that night and pondered the words after the saint had spoken. He wondered if it was true that there is a good reason for everything. The farmer eventually got a job at the home of a wealthy merchant. The seller was helpful and paid well. He even offered the farmer a nearby home for his use. The farmer received a knock at his door one night. He was shocked when he opened it. His son was it. "You moved without even telling me," the son declared. "You are here thanks to my search." "That day I left and went to the city to look for work. I started with a small job before saving enough to open a tea shop. I gradually improved my life." The farmer was ecstatic. He realized as his son spoke that life has a larger plan that only time can reveal, even when everything seems to be going wrong. "Okay, but in my case, everything was stolen," the young man who was hearing this story said. "What use is that for?" The saint said, "Actually, I found something in the forest," with a grin on his face. "Take this here." It was a stone that shone. The young man came to the conclusion that it was a magical philosopher's stone that could transform iron into gold. He stated, "I wouldn't have come to the forest if my stuff hadn't been stolen. I never would have met you or discovered this treasure." So friends, what did today's story teach us? Time alters everything, regardless of how bad things get. Moments of pain pass. Never make poor choices that you will later regret. The best things often come out of the worst situations.